So this is the question asked in today's daily challenge. We are given an integer matrix of size R cross C as input, and then we have to sort every rows of the matrix based on number of even integers present in every row of the matrix. That is, the row which has the minimum number of even integers must be printed first, and then the row which has the maximum number of even integers must be printed last. And it is also given that if two rows have same number of even integers, then those rows must be sorted in order of their occurrences. So let us see the sample input 2 and obtain the output matrix. So this is the given input matrix, and the first row has 4 even integers, and the second row has 0 even integers, and the third row has 1 even integer, and the fourth row has 3 even integers, and the fifth row has 1 even integer. So now, as per the question, the row which has the minimum even integer must be printed first. So 0 is the minimum. So this particular row must be printed first. So let us check it with our output. Here we can see that the first row is also 3597. So this row. So now we have printed this row. So now we have found our first row. Now the next minimum value is 1. But there are two rows which have 1 even integers. So as given in the question, in that case we must print according to the order of their occurrences. And here we can see that this row has occurred first, and then only this row has occurred. So first this row must be printed, and then this row must be printed. So let us check it. 9948 must be our second row. So 9948 is second row, and then this 935525 must be our third row. So 9355, this is our third row. Now the next minimum value is 3. So now this particular row must be printed, and then finally 4. This row must be printed. So let us check it. So 3613. So 3613, this row is present, and then 844894. So 884894. So this is how our output is obtained. So let us see the logic how to implement this technique in a program. So first we have to create a two-dimensional array, and then we have to store the indices of every row in the first dimension, and in the second dimension we are going to store the count of even integers present in the particular row index. So let us visualize how our two-dimensional array would be looking. So this is the input matrix which we have already seen, and we are going to initialize a two-dimensional array named ARR, and in its first index, that is 0, we are going to store the row index value, and in its second dimension, that is 1, we are going to store the count of even integers present in this particular row. So in the 0th row there would be 4 even integers. In the first row there is 0 even integers. So let us see with the matrix. In the 0th row there are 4 even integers. In the first row there are 0 even integers. And after storing values for every rows in the matrix, this is how our two-dimensional array would be looking like. Now after storing all these values in the two-dimensional array, we are going to sort the two-dimensional array based on the count of even integers present in the matrix. So now we have to sort this whole two-dimensional array based upon the values present in its first index, because the values present in the first index contains the count of even integers present in every row. So now we are going to sort this array, and whenever we are going to perform swap operation while sorting this array, we are also going to apply the swap operation for this particular array. But for comparison, we are going to use our second dimension array. So after sorting this second dimension array and swapping whenever a swap operation is performed in our second dimension, our resulting two-dimensional array would be looking like this. Here we can see that in the second dimension all the values are sorted 0, 1, 1, 3 and 4. So this is sorted in ascending order. And now let us see what is our next step. Now we have to use the modified indices value present in the two-dimensional array to print the required matrix. So as we see, the row indices values are present in the first dimension of the two-dimensional array. So that is this. So this particular dimension would be containing all the sorted row index values. So now using these values we can print our output matrix. So let us see how to implement this logic using C program. So this is the program which I have written in C language. Let us start from the main function. So first I have declared some variables, and in the next line I have accepted the values of R and C, and then I have declared two two-dimensional arrays. So one two-dimensional array is of size R cross C, in which we would be storing all the matrix elements, and in the another array named ARR, as we discussed, we would be using it for sorting and checking purpose. So the logic starts here. Using a nested for loop, we are going to accept the input matrix, and we are also simultaneously going to count the number of even integers present in the row. So in order to do that, here I am declaring a variable named even count and set its value initially to 0. And when this for loop finishes its execution, it would have accepted a complete row in the matrix. And whenever it is accepting a value, we are checking it whether the value is even or not using a if condition. And if the value is even, we are going to increment the value of count. So after the execution of this for loop, the number of even integers present in the row would be stored in the variable named even count. And in this 0th index of the two-dimensional array ARR, we are going to store the row index value, that is the value of I. And in its first index, we are going to store the even count value, which would be present in the variable even count. We can also first use a nested for loop to accept the input matrix, and then again use a nested for loop to count the number of even integers present in every row. But it would increase number of lines and also consume a little bit more time. But by doing like this, we can save number of lines and also reduce the running time of the program. Now as we discussed, we are going to perform sort operation on this array ARR. And here we can use any of the sorting technique, and I am familiar with bubble sort, so I am going to use bubble sort. So for the bubble sort, the loop goes like this. And then inside the if condition, here we can see that I am using the values present in the first index of the two-dimensional array ARR. And according to bubble sort, whenever this condition is satisfied, we need to swap the values, which I am performing here for the first dimension. And as we discussed, whenever we are going to perform swap operation on the first index, we will also be performing the same swap operation on the 0th index of the two-dimensional array ARR, which I am doing here. So when this nested for loop finishes its execution, now our two-dimensional array would be sorted based upon the values present in its first index. And now we are just going to print our matrix. So again I am going to use a nested for loop, and then here I have created a variable named row, and then I have assigned the first index value present in the two-dimensional array ARR. And then I am going to print the matrix using this printf statement. So this is the logic behind today's daily challenge. So let me give the sample input 2. So this is the output we are getting, and let us check it. So this is our expected output. So both are same. So this program works fine. Thank you for watching.